Federal troops headed to Portland. A political storm unfolds. Picture this: a city labeled as a war zone by a sitting president, with federal troops potentially rolling in under vague orders. That's Portland, Oregon, as President Donald Trump recently declared his intent to deploy military forces to the city. But here's where it gets controversial. The line between protecting public safety and overstepping authority is blurring faster than most people realize. In a fiery post on Truth Social, Trump directed Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth to provide all necessary troops to Portland, claiming the city is a war-ravaged battleground where immigration and customs enforcement ICE facilities face daily attacks from Antifa and other domestic terrorists. The president even invoked the phrase full force, leaving analysts scratching their heads over what that might entail: non-lethal crowd control or something far more aggressive. No one in the Pentagon seems to have the answers, with officials telling NBC News they were caught off guard by the announcement. Portland's leaders are pushing back hard. Mayor Keith Wilson called the move disappointing, arguing that federal troops have done more harm than good in places like Washington, D.C., by disrupting local businesses and escalating tensions. "We didn't ask for them," Wilson said at a press conference, echoing sentiments shared by Oregon Governor Tina Kotek, who insisted there's no national security threat in her state. Meanwhile, Senator Jeff Merkley urged residents to protest peacefully, but stay away from federal agents, warning that confrontation could backfire. This isn't the first time Trump has targeted Portland. He's repeatedly painted the city as a hotbed of anarchy, even labeling it an anarchist jurisdiction during his first term. But critics argue that his rhetoric ignores the complex realities of urban unrest and community-led efforts to address crime. And it's not just Portland. Trump has threatened similar actions in Chicago, Baltimore, and New Orleans, sparking backlash from Democratic mayors who see it as a political power play rather than a genuine solution. The controversy extends beyond words. Last month, Trump signed an order to mobilize National Guard troops to Memphis, a move backed by Tennessee's Republican governor. Yet in Washington, D.C., where federal forces were deployed in August, the results were mixed. Crime rates dropped initially, but local leaders like Mayor Muriel Bowser later admitted the presence of ICE agents and troops was not working, adding fuel to the fire. A federal judge recently ruled that Trump's 2020 deployment of 4,000 National Guard troops and 700 Marines to Los Angeles violated laws restricting military involvement in domestic law enforcement. So where does this leave us? Is this a necessary crackdown on chaos, or a dangerous precedent that undermines local governance? As the debate heats up, one question lingers. Should the president have the unilateral power to send troops into cities over political disagreements? We want to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below, and let's discuss what this means for America's future.